It's never been done before.
You want to knock over a casino? 3 casinos?
You gotta be nuts.
Exactly.
The guys were the coolest, Frank and Sammy and Dean. Nobody touches them, and we won't ever be that cool. But we have a lot better script, and we have a really great story, and we have a great director, and an incredible cast. And it's, you know, the minute we read the script, Steven called me and said, "Did you read it?" And he's a snob, you know, so when he says, "Did you read it?" you read it right away, and I read it. And I said, "I think it's great." And he goes, "I know how to do it." And I was like, oh.
There's no big drama, no one's mom dies, or no breakups, you know, nothing like that. It's just guys with the banter, bringing down the casino, a nice suit here and there. So off camera, it's just been all basketball games, backgammon, playing poker, jokes.
Absolutely the most complicated heist in the history of heists. And when he lays it out for the 10 of us, you know, it's like a jaw-dropping undertaking, you know.
We're just supposed to walk out of there with $150 million in cash without getting stopped?
Yeah.
But it's really hard acting with George because it's, you know, I'm supposed to be steely and serious, and I was, you know, laughing like a 12-year-old, and it was, yeah, I think Steven was starting to wonder, why did I bring these two people to the table together? Because we have a very similar personality. We're like brother and sister, a very similar kind of rhythm and silliness. And around 3 o'clock in the morning one night, we were off to the races, and it was kind of a tiny miracle that we got through the scene.
It's really fun in these scenes because they're really well written, where we're both, it's like an old Howard Hawks film, you know, where they're both kind of going at each other pretty good, and nobody really wins, which is the way it should be.
The first time we all sat down, we read the script together, like group reading. That was great fun. You could just hear it firing then. And to see all the guys walk in one by one, it was good fun.
It's too bad that he couldn't draw talent, real talent to this film. And it's a bunch of no-names and hacks, but you know, they're doing their best.
When we came there, it was this light, wonderful atmosphere, but I think at the same time, everyone had their quiet moments. I know I did, of kind of leaning against the wall and looking around and going, man, that's Carl Reiner, you know, there's Brad Pitt, you know, and just kind of being in this room with, it was like this high-octane room.
And as sort of the veteran, I have to try and bring everybody along slowly. Matt Damon's been particularly difficult. He's very spoiled, and he's a cross-dresser, which not a lot of people know, but he comes on the set like that sometimes, and seems like Don pull him aside, tell him to keep that stuff in the trailers.
This whole set has been top shelf from the beginning, and the players just enhance it. And I'm not blowing no one's horn, but how was he? How was George? All these cats, man, are unbelievable.
Like when I stepped in, I really there was an enormous warmth by everyone in the movie, by your fellow actors, by the crew. It's the best crew I've ever worked with.
But it is great getting all the guys together because everyone's got their own color and their character going on, and it makes this kind of jigsaw puzzle.
I was actually a little bit intimidated because I thought they have this great rapport, and they're boys, and it's all boys, and I'm just going to come in, and Steven had a rehearsal with me and George long before the movie started, and it completely put me at ease because I realized that there was just a rhythm between the three of us that I wouldn't feel like the outsider when it was the three of us on the set, so that worked out pretty well.
I think on screen you get the sense from both films of how much fun it's been to make, because that's the one thing you really get is that, you know, in order to do a film like this now, in this day and age, with the kind of money that these guys make, that we all make at what we do, you couldn't make this film. I mean, everybody had to come in and say, okay, let's all just throw all of that out. Throw the money out, and, you know, we'll gamble on the back end, and if we make money, we make money, but let's go make a film we'd like to make.
So it's been a challenge, but I'm getting them up to speed slowly.
You're either in or you're out, right now.